Hi, everyone. Welcome to the program today. We're going to be looking at a lot of topics to educate us on what cryptocurrency is all about and how we understand Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We're going to be looking at strategies that can make profits, strategies that can take you to another level, strategies that you can adopt to actually make good profit for you. So I'm going to be bringing in a guest soon, and he will be joining us. Once he joins us, we'll be online with us to educate us further on how we can actually make a lot of profits by simply trading on a platform that you guys would like. He would explain what cryptocurrency is all about. He would explain what Bitcoin is all about. He will give us some strategies on how to make money while trading on their platform. This program is actually sponsored by OKEx. I believe some of you know about OKEx. This is actually sponsored by OKEx. So we're going to look at that and bring him on board and try to get him across. So in the meantime, let me see if he's joining us now. Let me see if he's joining us now. Now, he's a renowned guy. He's been through a whole lot, and I think he's in the right position to actually give us some insights to the questions that we may have. And one more thing, if you guys have any questions for us, you can actually drop them at the comment section where we can look at it and put the questions through to him. He will be joining us in a bit. He'll be joining us in a bit. Okay, I think he's online now. Hello, sir. Are you there? Alex, are you with us? He has been. Hello, sir. Okay, let me just give a small introduction to who he is before he joins us. I think we're just having a little. Are you on? Okay, sir.
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Perfect,
you.
perfect.
It's nice. It's nice to have you on.
Same here.
Okay, this is let me give you an introduction, and at the same time, I would like you to throw a little more light, because when I read this, I'm like, okay, who am I talking to here? I think you are actually in the perfect environment. You're in the perfect state to actually educate us about some of these things. We are new to it, cryptocurrency and all that. Now, everybody watching, my guest is a two-time president of SIBAN, which is Stakeholders in Blockchain Association of Nigeria, and he's currently the active business development manager for OKEx Africa. That is a big one. His name is Mr. Paul Ezeafulukwe. Hope I pronounced that well.
You tried.
Well, so to proceed, before we even continue with the questions I have for you, I would like you to just explain briefly what SIBAN is, the Stakeholders in Blockchain Association of Nigeria. Could you just tell us what that is?
Okay, SIBAN is like Coin market cap. SIBAN is, or SIBAN, we actually call it SIBAN, but since
Oh,
you use
SIBAN.
SIBAN, I went that way. We call it SIBAN. SIBAN is an aggregation of different communities.
Okay.
It's a collection of people who are enthusiasts, traders, name it, anybody in this ecosystem that wants to belong to a community where your voice will be heard, where you get information about happenings around the world in the ecosystem, where you'll be able to interface with agencies, Central Bank of Nigeria, NITDA, Ministry of Communications. SIBAN is a holding place for all of us, and we're always open for people to come. Come to SIBAN. It's not it's a registered organization. You come, you register, and you learn, and you get to understand what is happening part time, especially in Nigeria. So that's what SIBAN is: stakeholders in Blockchain Association of Nigeria.
I'm thinking that is new, is it?
No, SIBAN has been existing for about 4 years, but 3 to 4 years. So, but we became an association 2018. I think that's when we became an association. So I led them for 2 terms, 2 tenures, and it's been very wonderful. We have great people there. We have captains of industry in SIBAN. We have people who run TV stations in the ecosystem. We have people who are building the next unicorn in SIBAN. We have people who are building exchanges. We have people who are building DeFi projects. We have a whole number of them. There are many. If I don't want to mention them, because if I start, I might leave out some. People might say, why did you leave out these people? You call these people. So, but we have a lot of people in SIBAN, quite a whole lot. We have a whole lot.
Exactly.
Just take it. A whole lot of people who play in the space in SIBAN.
Okay, one of the reasons why I actually wanted to know that is so that the viewers would actually understand. Caliber or where you're from, so that when you advise and when you say anything, they would actually understand why you're saying that, and your explanations will go down. So, but in just very few minutes or a minute, could you explain, because here you are also leading OKEx in Africa, which is you are the business development manager for OKEx in Africa. So could you just explain your role or what you have been doing with OKEx for a while?
Okay, with OKEx is is a worldwide firm, is an international company. We are headquartered in Malta, registered in Malta, but headquartered in Hong Kong. We have offices around the world. We have our Beijing office, Hong Kong office, American office, but in America, we are known as OKCoin. Same as other companies, American jurisdiction is different. So when you go to register there, you can't take the same company that is operating in Nigeria to operate in America. It has to be different nomenclature based on their laws there. So we are registered in the US as OKCoin. In Nigeria, because the government here is yet to start registrations. So we are simply known in Nigeria as OKEx. So OKEx is quite big. We have more than 20 million daily traders. We do volume in billions of naira daily. Our DeFi platform alone, we have total value locked $1.4 billion in our DeFi platform as at this morning. Some time ago, before the market, the crypto market is highly volatile. Before the market swung backwards, it was almost $2.1 billion. So OKEx does volume. You can just go to coinmarketcap.com or coingecko.com. You will see the volume we do. Sometimes we do as much as $15 billion a day, $25 billion, $7 billion in trading volume a day. And that's huge.
That's really huge, and that's interesting. So with this now, I will dive into some of the questions I have. I have some questions that I would like you to throw some lights on, so that you can actually
Okay.
educate. You can actually educate and help some of us who are getting into cryptocurrency for the first time, or some of us who are in the game and want to probably, should I say, be like you or be like some other people. We've had a lot of people say, look, you can make millions, you can do this, you can trade every day on the exchange. But some people still have concerns. They don't understand how these things go. So is there a simple means, that is profitable, to trade on as a trader? Is there a simple means for that?
Well, there's something that didn't grow with us as Africans, or rather, we Nigerians. We most times we are quick to venture without knowing. So the first things first, we always tell people is, please do not trade if you don't understand the underlying asset that you want to trade. So for us in SIBAN, in OKEx,
Exactly.
knowledge first. Knowledge is number one. You must know why this asset is like trading gold, for example, or oil. Why oil? What are the things that make the prices of oil go up and down? How would I make profit? It's like, coming to our local parlance here. It's like somebody wants to do tomato business and he doesn't know that the lifespan of tomato is about 3-4 days, and he ventures into it. And per adventure, the truck spoils in, it's coming from Kano, it spoils in Abuja. A right thinking person will just stop in Abuja if his destination was supposed to be Lagos, sell it off if it takes more than 2-3 days. Why? The moment you keep it there for 3 days, it will spoil and you've lost your capital and profit. So the first thing in this industry is knowledge. And for knowledge, we have on OKEx platform, we have a learning platform, an academy. I'll drop the link for you so you can share to your people. It's called www.okx/academy. So I'll drop the link. So you have, if you go there for beginners who know nothing about this industry, I tell you, this is where to be. We have currently in Nigeria, we have billionaires in Naira, millionaires in US dollars, young people in their 20s, in their 30s who are playing in this game. And some of them started with barely $200, some of them $2,000, $1,000. So this is where to be. This is the future. We're in the digital age. What the internet brought about the digital age. So what we are seeing is we are digitizing money. We are digitizing asset ownership. We are digitizing asset values across the globe. Everything you know about in some few years to come, everything you know about life will no longer be the status quo. The legacy institutions will transit. So the earlier Africans, Nigerians embrace this technology, take positions. Imagine buying Amazon stocks the year Jeff Bezos started, or imagine buying Apple when they were still struggling with that their box, their Macintosh box.
Yeah.
Imagine buying their shares then. If you had bought probably $100, which is nothing, it's just some people use it, some people spend it in a week. In 2 weeks, they've spent $100. That's less than, even then it wasn't up to 20,000. As I don't think it was up to 10,000 then. You just bought a
Yeah.
hundred
I
dollar
don't think so.
Yes, you just bought $100 worth of Amazon stock today. You can feed your entire village. So that is where it is. This Bitcoin we're talking about was less than $1. Somebody used last low, but I forgot, is it 34 13,000 bitcoins? I be 11,000 then. He used it to buy 2 pizzas. That money, if
Yeah,
he
two
had
pizzas.
left,
I heard about that.
yes, if he had left that money would have been not less than, I think the last time I checked, I can't remember now, it just came to me now. So I think about $260 million. My brother, if you bring that money into the economy of any state in Nigeria, you will fix all the roads in that state and have change. That's
Without value, anywhere in the world, that money is going to fix anything. But
that
he bought
money,
two
yeah,
pieces
that
of
money,
it.
you understand? So that this is the beauty of this technology. It is digital, and if you notice, whether we like it or not, one thing is constant with life: change. And because change is constant, we'll keep seeing these evolutions, we'll keep seeing these transitions in all spheres, in insurance, in the medical sector, in finance. Most times, when technologies come, the first place it pops is always finance. Why? Because money is king. You need money for every other
Of
thing.
course, of
But it
course, of
transits.
course, of course.
You now begin to see a transition from finance to other sectors, from finance
Yeah.
to insurance. That's why we have the DeFi, decentralized finance sector. We are beginning to see across there, you can save your cryptocurrency and earn money on OKEx. You can stake and earn money. You can even stake and earn another kind of token. We now have a mainnet where you can do a lot of things. If you have Naira, I'm sorry, I'm a Nigerian, I love my country, I love this nation. But the truth be told, the value of our currency keeps dropping because why? The people in charge of monetary policies, they are not getting it right. They are trying, but they are not just getting it right. One thing we must do, if our balance of payment does not balance, we will not get it right. The Naira will continue to fall because if we don't produce internally to keep our foreign exchange in our reserve, not spend the foreign exchange, Naira will continue to fall. There is no, it is not, there is no voodoo economics that can deal with that. So, in a nutshell, we have, like I said, we have an academy where people get to learn. But the first thing you must do in this industry, please do not give anybody your money when you don't understand it. The first thing is look for a paid course. We have many schools around. Many schools on OKEx is free. We have paid schools where you now get one-on-one training. Pay them. Sometimes they charge as much as $200, $100, $50, $30. They pay them. Some of them are owned by Nigerians. Pay them. The knowledge will keep you safe. Getting that knowledge, you will not invest in coins like TBC. You will not invest in all this one coin. If you have the knowledge, you won't put your money in one coin. You will know that that is not a cryptocurrency. That's more of a scam. TBC is not a cryptocurrency. It's more of a scam. I don't want to mention some other ones now, but it's left for you to do your own homework and start from there.
I think with even what you have said and how the cryptocurrency and the blockchain is going and moving on, you will find out that very soon, I think we'll be done with paper money.
I didn't hear you. Hello, Tony. Hello, Tony. Can you see me?
Another question that I would like to ask you, I would like to
Hey,
know
Tony,
if you can.
you went off for a short while. I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. I said, going by what you have just discussed now, what we're discussing, I would like you to explain, because now you've said there's a whole lot of schools out there, there's a whole lot of people that could either teach you how to trade or let you know what the right cryptocurrencies would be, and I think there are over, I don't know, maybe over 3,000 to 4,000 of these coins out there. So for us to identify the ones that are not scam or the ones that are profitable, I would first of all ask if you could explain what is P2P and how profitable is it? Let's even start from there.
Okay. P2P is peer-to-peer. The first thing that anybody who comes into this industry must know is he must understand why Satoshi called this peer-to-peer permissionless network. Now, peer-to-peer means this is without a third party. It's without a central government. Between me and Tony, I have Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been valued at $46,000. And Tony accepts that Bitcoin is valued at $46,000. And probably I want to buy a house that Tony owns for $46,000. What we will do is, because we agree, both of us, I'll give you the $46,000. You give me the house. It's between us. We didn't go through a lawyer. We didn't go through a banking. We can call a lawyer to draw the agreement, but to transact, yes, to do the transaction, there was totally, not particularly no agent. We still need agents in something, but for the money to flow from me to you, there is no third party. Exactly. That is P2P. So on our platform, for example, we have a P2P platform where people who have USDT and people who have Naira are brought together. Now, all they do is, you have your USDT, probably your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Matic, ADA, whatever tokens, Zen Finance, and so on and so forth. You have your money, and you come to our platform. Somebody is there on the platform who wants to buy what you have. And what he will do is, we will escrow the cryptocurrency. We don't escrow fiat currency. We have no business with the Naira, especially with the CBN bank. We don't escrow that. We'll escrow your cryptocurrency, your Bitcoin or USDT. We'll keep it. Then once we keep it, the other party will pay you. Once you confirm a payment has been done, we will release the money to the other party, the cryptocurrency to the other party. This is a trustless system. Blockchain is a trustless. I don't trust you, you don't trust me. We don't need to trust ourselves to engage. That is how the system does. We don't need to trust ourselves to engage. All we do is verify. Once we verify it has happened, there is no need of, don't you trust me? No. It is not an issue of trust. Once you verify, payment has gone, payment has happened, I send you what belongs to you, and that's all. So the P2P platform is there to help users to interface with one another, and that is the original idea of Satoshi. Satoshi was, if you look at the original white paper, the original vision of Satoshi, he envisioned a world that through Bitcoin, one day people would exchange value, monetary value, financial value across different jurisdictions without knowing each other, believing that maybe if somebody you can escrow it and we send value across. So, and it is happening. That is what almost 12 years now, since 2009, we are beginning to see more adoption, more usage across board. Governments are coming in. We are now beginning to see African government think about CBDCs. Now, this is what has birthed all of this. Now, so the P2P platform, like I said, is there to help people who own digital assets to transfer between themselves without a third party. And it is free on OKEx, it is free. Totally free. All you do, just come and use.
During the transaction, right? I need to understand something. During the transaction between the P2P, the peer-to-peer, the exchange takes charge of that confirmation, is it?
Yes. What happens is that during the transaction, what we do is, because it's a trustless society, you don't need to trust the other party you're dealing with. We escrow. Escrow means we hold the cryptocurrency in trust.
Yes.
Then the other party, once somebody has cryptocurrency, he comes, he'll put it, I want to sell. He just goes there and puts it there. So we'll hold it in trust. Another party will come, this person is selling 2,000 or 1,000 BTC. I want to buy. So he will transfer, because we are now holding the cryptocurrency, he will transfer the money to the other party. So you, who we are holding your BTC, once you receive your money, you just click, I had been paid. Now we give you some minutes to check and make sure you have received payment from the other party fully into your Naira account. So once you confirm that you have fully received money in your Naira account, we would release the money we have escrowed to the other party, and that's all. Everybody goes home happy.
In fact,
And it's free.
you have brought me to another important part that I need to understand. Okay, when you're saying the other party wants to sell and the other party wants to buy. Now, the question I have again is: could you simply make profit by just holding your cryptocurrency, or are you going to make more profit by, buying or selling it? So, holding the cryptocurrency, which one makes more profit?
Okay, like I said from beginning, having an understanding is critical. That's the first port of call. Now,
yes,
I want viewers and listeners to get this very carefully. I'm going to use physical assets so that you understand it. Some years ago, the share of Nestle. I remember when the share of Nestle, I think it was 50 naira per share. Now, there are what we call day traders in the stock market. There are people who buy for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Now, the day trader, probably, let's give an example, he had 1 million units of Nestle. And probably he sold Nestle when it was 50 naira. He's holding 50 million naira. Probably Nestle, markets are volatile and seasonal. Probably Nestle went down again to 35 naira. He will keep 15 million and use 35 million, buy another 1 million. He has made profit. He is living on the profit he makes from day trading. Now, there are people who bought 1 million shares long ago as of Nestle. They didn't sell. Today, I don't deal in Nigerian stock market, but I remember when Nestle went to, I think, 1,200 per share. Now, if you had 1 million units and you didn't sell, you have automatically become a billionaire. That's 1.2 billion naira. Now, the difference between this person and that person is that this person is daily selling and buying. That does not mean that this person can also keep selling and buying and still keep his 1 million till 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, depending on when the price increases. It's the same thing with digital assets. Some persons, let me give you an example. Two years ago, when the market dipped, there's a token called Ethereum. Ethereum is a master token. Ethereum, I think number 2. Many of us know it.
Yes.
I remember when I advised somebody, he came to my house, I said they were going to the States, US. I said, buy this token. Then it had dropped to $100 per one. And because I knew he was not a trader, I said, buy and keep. Don't worry. I think then he bought like 100. But I don't know whether he sold or whatever. But imagine that 100, I told him, was barely 100 times 100. That's about $10,000. If he had kept it, this is just within 3 years, 2 to 3 years. If he had kept it, he didn't day trade, he did nothing. Today, Ethereum crossed $3,000. It is, as at this point, I think it's about 3.2. I think yesterday or today I saw 3.2. That his $10,000 will be 3,000 times 100. That is, we're looking at about $320,000 just by buying and keeping.
Exactly.
That's just $320,000. Now, if this same individual goes and learns and understands the market very well, he can keep day trading. He keeps day trading, increasing the number of his tokens. Like it got to, at a point, it went to 1,000. It kept going 200, 300, 500. Sometimes it will drop back. You can sell off at 500, come back, buy again at 350. You keep, if you're a day trader, If you want to make it a full-time business, you day trade. But if you don't have time for it, don't day trade. If you don't have time, because you can sell, before you know it, you can't buy again because the price has gone. But you need to understand how to read charts. You need to understand how to use different tools. You need to understand how to get information, where to get information, and so on and so forth.
If I may even ask, so it means even if you're holding it, like you just mentioned, you can actually sell maybe probably half of it or some part of it, and then probably when the price drops, then you can buy again. Am I correct?
Yes, yes. You know, every business is cyclical. Like between yesterday and today, or between the last 2 days, Bitcoin went to $46,000. Now, after like 24 hours, it dropped back to almost 41, 42. I can't remember, but now some people made profit from that sharp difference.
That small margin. Yes.
Some people made profit. Then don't forget there is margin trading, there is futures trading. People who understand can predict that Bitcoin can go from 40, because yesterday there are different groups I belong to. Some people said this thing will drop back to 37. Some others said no, it go back. Now it depends on you. You can even do futures trading, but please be advised, don't trade futures if you don't understand spot trading. I'll tell you, maybe as we to go on, I'll tell you about different kinds of trading. There's spot trading, there's futures, there's margin trading. Do not enter margin trading if you have not understood much about spot trading. Spot trading is just coming, buying and holding. But futures, you are leveraging on the market. If it can be 3x, 4x, 100x, 50x. You're saying that this thing, if it goes between here to here, you're buying the future. You're buying that it might go like this. No, you be careful. Learn spot first, stay on spot. After a period of time that you have mastered the system, you move to leverage tokens and futures trading and margin trading.
Okay. Now, for what you have just described, you know, in between we're talking, I was thinking of something. I keep hearing, since I have your paper and pen and write down, I really want to know what signals are, especially on the cryptocurrency world.
Okay, signals are very simple. Signals means information, market information. Now, there are different groups on WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord. Some they're on Discord. Some majority of them are on Telegram, both international and both international and local. Now, what signal is simply is information, both technical information and fundamental information about the market swings. Now, it can be an information that Matic is building something, and because Matic is building this, Matic will release it in September. Based on this milestone that Matic is going to reach, Matic price will go up. Matic is a token. The price of Matic will go up.
Yeah.
It can be that OKEx has finished their OKEx chain, and the token that is powering the chain is called OKT. And because they've just finished their OKEx chain, people are going to be subscribing or using that their OKT to use the chain. Based on that information alone, you will see a price spike. So signaling is that people are giving out there are different kinds of information. Oh, these people have reached this milestone. They are about to release the next product in their roadmap. They have bond. There's what we call token bond. Some projects, because of price fluctuations or volatility, or to get more people endeared to their project, they can do token bond. Like in we've been doing token bond in OKB. OKB is our native token. Sometimes we'll just do a bond. It can come 3 months, 2 months. The moment the burn happens, prices go up. So signaling is receiving such information on time and working with it. You get it? So anybody who has that information can take advantage of the market and make money. It can also be a technical, maybe for example, that the technical people. Sometimes some people will tell you that cryptocurrencies have broken a lot of technical laws. There's the technical, the candlesticks, the graphs, the MACD, the RSI, and so on and so forth. Sometimes you can based on is every market is pulled by emotions, and these emotions are greed, fear, doubt, uncertainty, so many emotions. People can be afraid and lose money. People can be greedy and lose money, and people can be certain and make money. So all these emotions play in the market. Hello, Tony, are you still there?
I'm with you. Well, there's another thing. From what you have just said and all that, the signals. I want to ask you a question. We're live. We're broadcasting. Um, you said there are different channels. There's the Instagram. There's the Discord and all that. Is it possible, or is it possible to get signals from OKEx to give to people? Is it free?
Sorry, my mic was muted there.
Yes.
OKEx as an exchange does not give signals. It will be unethical for OKEx as an exchange to give signals. Is not right. Now, but I'll tell people how to get signals. Number one, if you do your research on a particular project like OKB or OKT, for example, once you do your research and you understand the project, what you do is you follow them. First thing to do is you follow them on all their social media handles. You go to their Medium account, their Twitter account, their Facebook account, their Discord account, their Telegram account, and you follow them. You follow the promoters of these projects on Twitter and other platforms. Now, what it gives you is that it gives you first-hand information. You get to know when there is an information that will either increase demand or reduce supply, or increase the supply of that token back into the market. Now, once you get that information, you take your decisions based on that information. A perfect example is, for example, when OKB was to be bought some time ago. The moment OKB was to be bought, OKB was at $9. Because it was to be bought, there was a high demand for the token. People started buying. The moment they started buying, OKB went from $9 to $23 that it currently is now. Now, that's an example of getting that information. Now, there are other projects like Matic, ADA. ADA is the Cardano network. There is YGG. YGG is a gamified token on OKEx. There is Doge. There is plenty of them. There are 3,000 or more, or even 5. There are more than 10,000 tokens right now. So now, if you follow the promoters of these projects, follow their handles on all social media platforms, you keep understanding what is happening. And apart from following them, follow people who promote cryptocurrency, enthusiasts, traders on social media. You can't live with them, but you can follow them. On social media, they keep telling you what is happening because they also need followers. So by the time you hear, oh, this is happening, that is happening, you take your financial decisions based on what information you have heard Are we together? So that is
we are
how
together.
that's how to follow these signals. Now, signal is just signal. When you say signal, it's just the point of information. You understand? And these groups, all they share on those groups, signal groups, is just an information. Oh, this will happen to YGG, or this will happen to Axis Infinity. For example, there is a token I was talking with. We had management departmental meeting today with our team in Hong Kong, and I was telling them that there's a token I saw listed on an exchange on a DeFi platform, on a DEX, decentralized exchange, and I said, come, that token, based on the quality of their products, based on the quality of what they are put out there, working product, which a lot of projects don't have yet. They already have working products. It is important that we list that project. And so one of them asked me, and I said, this is the project. So our product team, they're already looking at it. So the moment they list it, if, for example, they list it, if we get information, I can come to Tony Ojako and say, Tony, there is a signal. That is that information. Tony, this is what is happening. We are about to list this token. And if we list this token, there will be more demand, because on our platform, we have millions of people trading tokens. Now, the moment it is listed on our platform, the demand for that project will go up. Once the demand goes up, supply will reduce. And once supply reduces, prices will go high. And you just sit back. If you bought earlier, maybe you bought $1 million, you just sit back and you're looking, you're smiling home, and people don't know. People don't know. The only thing that happened to you is that you got the information, which
earlier
is
than every other person.
Yes. Earlier than others. So that is what has happened to. That's what has happened to Axis Infinity. Some people got the information of Axis in January. I think when it was trading below $5 or $3 or something. Today, between January and date, is it 0.3 or so? Last year it traded 0.3 or so, 0.38. Between that time and today, yesterday I saw it at $70.
Wow.
So imagine if
speculations as well help drive the market force, drive the price up and down, right? Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
now every asset.
Yes. When I mean
every asset is speculated upon.
Okay. Every asset is speculated upon.
Should I go ahead?
People now take it up from there. No, go ahead.
Okay. Every asset that you can make money on is speculated upon. Whether it be shares, stocks, speculation drives every financial market. Now, but it is more, we have a lot of speculations in the crypto market. That is why you have to do your homework very well. If you don't do your homework very well, you can FOMO into a speculated news. When we say FOMO, you can, because of the fear of missing out, FOMO, FOMO, you can just go and put your money and you lose out. So every asset is speculated upon, but at the same time, there are fundamentals that will drive the demand for that asset. If the fundamentals are missing, please trade with care.
Okay. Now, we said something in the beginning, right? And going by what we've just learned about the different types of currencies, there are a whole lot of cryptocurrencies, and then you've talked about signals and speculations. I have this question. All right. How do I make money from cryptocurrency trading daily? If one wants to trade, be a daily trader, how can that happen?
Okay, number one, you can be an international bureau de change.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be an international bureau de change without being licensed by anybody. Simple. Go to the P2P platform. Once you go to the P2P platform, you have $1,000 on you.
And this can happen on OKEx, right?
Yes, live and direct. That's what I'm
Okay.
teaching everybody now. You have probably like $1,000. I do it a lot of times. You have $1,000.
Yes.
You go to the P2P platform. Keep watching. What price is the market saying? And it's not as if dollar is about to quickly come down. Between sometimes the prices fluctuate in the whole, markets, the time zones also affect market. When China is waking up, when America is waking up, is different from when we are waking up. Now sometimes early in the morning when we are going to sleep, sometimes dollar can go down. So, and this market is pegged against the USD. You can see there's a token called USDT, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
readily available on the P2P platform. Now, in the morning, USDT can be 504. And you have looked at the last 3 days. In the evening, most times is about 514, 513, 514, 512, 510. So you can enter buy 1,000. Now you have bought it at 504,000 naira. You have your
Yeah.
$1,000 with you. You just wait and you place your order for 514. And based on what has happened the past 3 days, and you just go and sleep, go and do other things. You come back in the evening, you see that somebody has bought it. What has happened? With just your money that would have been sitting in the bank doing nothing, you have used it on OKEx to trade as an international BDC, you have made 10,000 naira. If you keep making it on a daily basis, with just 100, with just 1,000, with just about 504,000 naira, in a full month, you're making, if you do just one trade per day, in 130 days, you have made about 300,000 naira.
That,
There is, and this is just sitting at the
sitting
behind
down.
your computer, you press,
Yes.
you set the trade, you've gone. That is
Yeah.
one. Two, if you have the right information, like the way you asked about being a day trader. If you have the right
Yes.
information, some tokens, based on informations that are out there, some tokens can drop with 6, 7, 8, 10%. Tokens that have very good fundamentals. And you look at the chart, you have looked at the chart, you've seen the RSI, the daily moving average, you've looked at so many things, and you know that this token can go 10% based on so many informations that are before you. Once you look at it, wow, this token for the last 100 days, it has not reached this price. You can enter a trade with $1,000. And let's say the token price is $10. You have bought like 100. Before evening, sometimes, before 2 days, it can go from $10 to 15. And you sell as a day trader. Day trading does not mean you must sell that day. You can buy today, sell 3 days. You can buy today, sell 2 days. So
Okay.
like
Okay.
that. So
It's
that
not
is
specific that it must be on the same day. You can actually fluctuate the days, right? That's when you look at a day that is profitable for you, a day that is profitable enough, you can just sell on that particular day. Mr. Paul, are you still there? Mr. Paul, are you still there? I think we'll try to bring him back and so that he can throw more lights on what's going on. I have tons and tons of other questions I need to ask him, and he will come back and let's try and see if we can put him back again. Let's try and see if we can put him back again. Okay, he's going to reconnect. So I have a lot of other questions I would like him to throw more light on, because a lot of us don't even know what to do with our cryptocurrencies. A lot of us don't even know how to or where to even go and trade. So this live feed is actually to discuss with him. He happens to be an expert in that field, so he discussed with us and now tell us exactly what we should do, how we should go about it, what we need to do. And for so many people who intend to actually trade and make it a daily thing, the question is, how do I make it a daily thing? What can I do? Which cryptocurrencies must I trade on? Can I trade on? What other cryptocurrencies is profitable? If I put my money in there, can I actually make sense with it? If I put my money in there, can I get a bit of profit from it? So that is why I invited him from OKEx to actually come explain these things to us and then give us some insights to what is profitable, what sort of currencies we should be looking at, cryptocurrencies we should be looking at, what sort of ideal moment we should trade. We talked about the signals where he says speculations actually drive the force. So whatever information you get initially before time would help in getting people to trade better, getting you to make profits. So you join the Telegram, what's it called? Telegram, groups, you join the Discord groups, and you can actually do all that and follow on Instagram as well, so that once in a while we throw in what do I call it? We throw in the signals for you to follow. But like you said, the exchange does not provide you with signals. It's just those are actually with the crypto community, those that are going around with crypto communities that can actually provide you with the information you require, and that information is actually called signals. Okay, so with the signals you make good use of it. With the signals you are able to place your trade carefully. And like he also said, like Mr. Paul also said, if you do not understand the market, if you do not understand what you need to do, please do not trade. Okay, do not trade if you don't understand it, and be careful of how you are trading. Do not give your money to anyone. Do not entrust your money to anybody. Simply educate yourself. Do a lot of research online. Get your facts ready. Get everything you need to, get as information ready, and then you go to a good exchange. In this case, we've been talking about OKEx. You get a very good exchange, and you trade there. It becomes profitable once you trade with the right information and not just embarking on making profit all the time. For those that want to actually be profitable traders, you can trade as little as you can or as much as you can, but do not trade if you do not have enough information. We're going to talk about some more. He just sent me a message now that he's coming back online. I think he has some technical difficulties. So we're going to bring him back online. And when he does come online, we're going to talk a little bit more about the trading adaptations and all that, and how he would help us, guide us through what to promote, what to go. I think he's online. I think he's online. So let me put him on.
Hello, Mr.
Are you there? Yes, there was a little bit of
the normal Nigerian challenge before we get a blockchain solution. You know what Elon Musk wanted to do with the Starlink, this thing, to disrupt this. This is the challenge we have when the network just cease and go. Though it happens across the world, not just Nigeria, but
not just Nigeria.
That's what happened.
Anyway, so I'll bring you back to where we stopped. Being a profitable trader. We talked about that. We talked about P2P. We talked about signals, and then trading daily as well, if you must say. But I want to ask a question. How long do you think because you've talked about it in the beginning, that you can actually hold cryptocurrency for a long time. So my question is this: how long can you hold a cryptocurrency for to make profit?
Okay, Tony, I'll give you 3 days. This answer is can come in so many ways, but I'll give you 3 or 4. 1, some persons, but there are some wallets. The beautiful thing about the blockchain is that you can see the explorers. You can see what some people own, though you don't know who owns it. Now, if you go on the on the explorer of crypto of Bitcoin, you will see that some persons, their wallets that they opened since 2019.
Wow.
Nobody has moved one Bitcoin from inside. I'm sorry, from 2009 or 2010, let's say 2010, nobody has opened one Bitcoin, that's taken one Bitcoin from it. Now, as at that time, that Bitcoin might be worth not up to $1,000, everything in that wallet. It's not even up to $1,000 as at then. But some of those wallets are worth hundreds of millions of dollars today. So it depends on your appetite. It depends on your need at the moment. There are people who bought Ethereum at less than $1. They're still holding it because they don't have need to sell. There are people who bought it's like houses. There are houses that you go to in Lagos where you see that house was bought by a grandfather. The father has lived there, the children are living there. There are houses you see that somebody just built it last year. He lived there, he has sold it. So it depends on your appetite. Can you wait? If you can wait 10 years, you can hold an asset for 1 month, you can hold an asset for 6 months. But I always tell people, have different classes of portfolio. Have a portfolio for probably monthly or day trading or weekly trading. Have one portfolio for 6 month hodling. We call it hodling, HODLING. Have a portfolio for 1 year. Have one that you might bequeath to your children when you go, because these are new asset class. They are here to stay. Some of these asset class, like Ethereum that we're looking at today, in 10 years, people might be looking to buy Ethereum for $100,000, $200,000. Some persons who bought Bitcoin. I have somebody I met who was like, Bitcoin that he saw in Nigeria when they were even dashing when you go to some, okay, like there's something I saw on Twitter yesterday. It was very funny. On Twitter yesterday, there was, I think 2013, a tournament, this gaming tournament was being done, and in that tournament, the first prize was $500. The second prize was $400, I think so. The third prize was $300. The fourth prize, like that. Guess what was the eighth prize? The eighth prize was 100 Bitcoin. Is that 100 or 10? Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Now, imagine the person that won the first prize, 500. Yes, maybe used the money in less than a month. But if the person who won the last prize, which is about 10 or 100 Bitcoin, then it was worth nothing. If you had just locked it, thrown it away, but written down the key, the passphrase to recover it any day he wakes up, and today, even if it's 10, today it is 10 times $46,000. That is $460,000. That can change the life of any Nigerian, whether you are a millionaire. $460,000, today's money is about 270 something million naira. Even if you give Dangote as a gift, he will thank you.
Of course, he will appreciate you very well, because that's a whole lot of money anyway for anywhere in any country. It's a lot of money, and I like the way you've explained that you can actually create portfolios to hold your different, should I say, tenure, right? And then somebody sent me a message on the chat. He's asking that you should give advice where he can get materials, where he can get materials to educate him better on what you talked about, signals and some of the cryptocurrencies. So where would you advise?
Tell the person to quickly go to www.okex.com.
Okay. So right there,
go to OKEx.com.
Yeah.
Just go straight to www.okex.com. You will see It depends on what you're using. If you're using phone, it's on the on let me get it precisely. Just a second. Just hold on. So if you go to www.okex.com on if you're using a phone, just look at or you put www.okex.com/academy/en representing English. We have for Chinese, we have for Turkey, we have for Arabic people who speak Arabic, we have for different languages across the earth. But if you know how to put that, just put www.okex.com/academy/en. You go straight with your web browser. Then if you're using the app, when you open the app, on the top right, on the top left, just tap on the button there, or once you open the page, you see more. Look for the learning platform there, the academy platform, you get it there. Then, apart from using the OKEx platform, use it. It will help you understand from beginner, intermediate, advanced level, even to learn to read charts is there. How to look for fundamentals, how to look for technicals is there. Then you can also go to YouTube. You can join different forums to learn for free. You can go to YouTube. You can go to you can join different forums where they teach. You can get on Coursera, on so many platforms. But on OKEx, it is free and it is in-depth knowledge, valuable knowledge that will make you money for the rest of your life.
Okay. I think what I'm going to do next is after this, I'm going to put the link to that academy, the OKEx Academy, in the description so that everybody who is watching this could actually find it there. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin. All right, since that is should I say the grandfather of all cryptocurrencies? That is the engine room for that. Because of Bitcoin, the existence of blockchain and all that came to be. Now, is it better for one to hold Bitcoin? Because I think 2 years ago or 3 years ago, Bitcoin was, below $7,000 and all that. Today, one Bitcoin would actually give you a lot of money. I think I don't know the actual current value for today, for this morning. So my question is it better to hold or sell Bitcoin? What would you say?
Okay. For those who are coming into the ecosystem newly, the best asset to hold, I tell people, my opinion might differ from others, is not Bitcoin. Why? Bitcoin has gone beyond the average, what an average person in Nigeria can readily afford to buy and keep. $46,000 is about in today's naira is almost about 26 million or thereabout. How many people can buy Bitcoin with 26 million? There are few of them. Or rather, can afford to invest it and keep it there as an investment. Not many people. Now, what we advise people to do is, there are other assets. We have more than 10,000 of them. Maybe say the ones that are valuable, maybe 1,000 or 2,000 that are quality projects. You can enter with those ones with $100. You can enter those ones with $50. Sometime last year, some people bought Shiba Inu with $50. They cashed out millions of dollars. Those who bought early. Do you understand? So it is not for those people who are listening to us. It's not the best to be looking out to buy Bitcoin. The reason is that it is way out of reach. But there are other tokens, other digital assets that you can buy. It's like going to buy shares in, I think, what's the most prized share in Nigeria? Is it Nestle? I don't know now, but okay. It's like going to buy Amazon or Apple. Amazon and Apple, most of them are at their peak.
Yeah,
and because they are
the
at the top. And because they are at their peak, the propensity to increase rapidly might not be there. Why? They have reached their peak. But if you go and buy a stock like Robinhood is starting out. They just came to the market. They can do times 10 in the next 3 years. I'm giving an example. Now, imagine shares. Go back and look at the share of First Bank for the last 10 years. How much has it increased? Then go and look at Kuda Bank that just came. Look at Flutterwave that is now being priced above $1 billion. $1 billion, sorry. Don't mind me. It's being priced above $1 billion.
$1 billion, yes.
Now, imagine that price, the valuation of Flutterwave is even more than the valuation of some banks that have existed 20 years. So instead of you to struggle and say, okay, I want to enter Bitcoin or I want to enter Ethereum, why not enter OKB, OKT, enter YGG? YGG, some days ago, I bought YGG at I think $0.9. This morning, YGG is $3.70. It's not up to 3 weeks or 4 weeks up.
Oh, wow.
That is, my money has done almost times 4. If I put, I put $1,000, I have $4,000. Now, which asset, which work, which kind of work this current Nigeria where I go do to make that kind of money? Where do you get what I'm saying?
Yes. In fact, for what you have just said now, you've taken me, should I say, forward, because I was about to ask you, since you've given this advice on Bitcoin and all that, then which other cryptocurrencies could you identify to viewers and say, look, these particular ones are profitable enough to buy or to trade against Bitcoin? I know there's a difference between buying it and then trading it, right? So which of the cryptocurrencies would you advise to buy or to trade against Bitcoin?
We don't. The thing about trading is this. Most times, pairing between, if you're starting out, I always advise people to pair against USDT. USDT is also a digital asset. Like me, when I was talking to you now, I'm pairing the asset I just traded. I told you I made quite some good money from is YGG. Is a gamified token like AXS. Now, on the pairing, I'm pairing it against I'm pairing it against USDT. I didn't buy Bitcoin to be able to trade it. I bought USDT to be able to trade it. You understand? So what I'm saying is this. Sorry, don't mind me. I got a bit distracted. What was your question again?
It's on the screen. I said, how would you identify which cryptocurrency is profitable to trade against Bitcoin?
Okay, I've said that before, but I'll say it again. How do you identify? One, once you go to there's what is called an aggregator. Most tokens are on the aggregator. The most popular aggregators are CoinGecko, which is coingecko.com, or you use coinmarketcap.com. Once you go there, CoinGecko is the coin, CoinGecko, or coinmarketcap.com. There is Litecoin Watch. There are quite a number of them out there. Now, once you go there, you will see the tokens. You click the token. You click the project. You go to their white paper. Their white paper is like prospectus. In stock market, it's called in the normal shares market, it's called the prospectus. It is a paper that will tell you where this company is headed, who are their team members, who are the drivers of this company, What do they want to do? How do they want to achieve it? Where are they currently? So you take a look at it. That's why you need to get the knowledge first. By the time you take a look at it, you can go to their Explorer. If it is an Ethereum-based token, you go to Etherscan. From CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, you will see a link. You go to Etherscan or their Explorer, you check there. What are they doing? Are they really doing it as they said? You check their market valuation. You check their 24-hour trading volume. You check their 24-hour trading volume to know if there's liquidity in that particular asset class. You now check comments. You go to their social media platforms, Telegram, Reddit, some very few use Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, Reddit, Twitter, BitcoinTalk.org, Medium. From there, when you read, you have an understanding. These guys, are they serious? Will they make me money? Once you get that understanding, even you can give signal to your brother and say, my brother, I saw this. Like me, the first time I gave somebody information about an asset was years ago. It was Ethereum. I read their paper. I went to Consensus, which was their holding company. I read so many about them. I saw what they were doing with developers. I saw their roadmap. I now looked at the team. I just discovered that among the team were members of Bitcoin Foundation team, which is like Vitalik Buterin. I'm like, wow. I just went after reading. I looked at what their roadmap, what they will do. I called somebody. I said, come, buy this thing. This thing. I think I can't even remember the first time I saw it. I think it was barely. I don't think it was up to $20 the first time I saw Ethereum. Though as at then, my own knowledge was not as it is today, because the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, 20. It got to 70. I sold like every other person would do. I cashed out. We call it cashing out.
Yes.
So from $20, that is it 20? Was it even up to? I don't think it was up to 20. Is it $6 or so? It got to one big amount. I cashed out. I didn't know that one day, based on my knowledge then, I did not know that one day it would get to $3,000, $4,000. Then I followed the market. I was buying, selling, keeping until it got to 1,200 or 1,000 in 2018. It now retraced back, small, kept retracing till it got to about $60 or $100. So even me, I was a bit skeptical. Which kind of asset class be this? You got to 1,200. Another day, you are now at after some months, you are back to 300, 400, small like that. So it took me time to now go back, learn more, did a lot of study to now realize that, wow, there are cycles to this. There are seasons to this. And once the season comes, the retracement, if it was hyped before its time, it must retrace. And the fact that it retraces does not mean it is not a valuable asset class. It only means that the market is correcting itself. It's correcting all the speculation, all the hype that went into the price increase. So that is what has been happening.
There's a whole lot of hype about some cryptocurrencies or some coins and all that. And actually, the speculations and the hype is actually what is even driving everybody towards so many other coins. Because there's some certain coins you hear their names and you'll be wondering, okay, what's going on? For instance, the coin that is even, should I say, coined out from a dog, and everybody's driving towards that direction. Everybody's running towards and it's actually making money, So if I would wind down a bit from our discussion, but I'll hold you to something. We're going to have a conversation like this again, and then we're going to take it further. But before we bring it down or draw the curtains, I would say the benefits that people would get from OKEx. What are the benefits we should look out for?
Oh, we have so much benefit. Number one is the moment you register, you get free rebates. You get free $10 Bitcoin worth of Bitcoin. Not only that, the moment you register, you have, even without registering, you have access to our academy. You have access to so many things on our platform. Once you register, you begin to trade. You have access to our P2P platform, where you once you are able to do KYC1. KYC1 is just very simple. You impute in your you put in your ID card details and everything. Once they pick it, you'll be able to access the platform. You can, if you have people who are watching us who have 500,000, or even if you have $100, I can teach you today how you can make money from just P2P. I'll guide you through either a Zoom or something. You buy. Once the price is okay, I'll tell you buy, you buy. In the evening, you sell, you are gone. It can be tomorrow morning, you sell. So there are many things that we have arranged. We have rebate cards, even up to $100. If you complete some particular task, you will get rewards up to $100. Nathaniel, what is the current amount? Okay, once you complete some current tasks, you get so many rebates up to $50, and it's dynamic. It changes. Next week it can change. You understand? I just asked my assistant how much it is. Now, apart from that, you can also become an affiliate. You understand? Tony, I think Tony is one of our partners, so he understands that part. You make money by the time you bring people. You make money from us. Yeah, you make money from us. So Tony can help you guys. Put out your link so that they can register using your link. Put it out
Okay.
on the screen.
I'll put it on the screen and also
code.
put it on. I'll put it on the screen. I also put in the description so that they can see it after the show.
Yes. So anybody who registers with Tony's link will get $10 in reward. Is there? Then apart from registering with Tony's link, once you register with his link, you have access to any particular information which we give out from time to time. Any important information. Now, these informations, they are not particular. We don't shield coins, but some of this information can inform your decisions to buy or to sell. You understand? And sometimes I've seen people who will give out information, they read it rightly. Some others might read it wrongly, and they will make money. When we listed AXS, I think was about 30 something dollars. Today it is about $70. Some people, once we told them we're listing it, some would go and look at, oh, if OKEx is listing AXS, what will it happen? What will happen to the market? You make your decision. Now, AXS, when we listed YGG is almost like AXS. And me personally, I see, by my calculation, I see YGG going to a $10 coin. It's on OKEx. Now, it is not a financial advice, mind you. I don't give financial advice. I'm telling you my personal opinion. So it's left for you to decide whether to buy or not. Don't come and say, I told you, and you didn't get to where it got to. And I see it based on the structures they have on ground, based on what they are selling, based on the project. I see it going to as much as $10 per coin. It can happen, it might not happen. So you don't take my word for it. Go check it yourself. See this token. Look at AXS. What have they been able to do? Look at YGG. What have they been able to do? Where are they at their product roadmap? Who are the guys pushing this project? Is it worth my while? And you take your decision. So like I said, there are many benefits. You make money. And mind you, lastly, we have not yet gotten it right in Africa, but I believe strongly that the right leadership will come one day and help us get it right in Africa. Or maybe this current crop of leaders will have a change of heart and help us get it right. Because we have not yet gotten it right in Africa, it affects our economic space. And anything that affects our economic space, devalues our currency. This year, last year, I bought US dollar for about 280, if I remember correctly. Today, is that 280 or 300 or 320? Today, I have bought US dollars 520 for $1. Now, what is the implication? If the better you become a worldwide citizen, embrace the economy of the world, base your transactions earn in US dollar, and the easiest way to earn in US dollar is to come to OKEx exchange and earn as an expatriate by buying assets that are paired to the American dollar, so that whenever the currency of your native country drops, you're still the value of your assets are paired to international currencies. Thank you so much.
Talking about that, I would take you on it a little. You said to be an international citizen. Yeah, you can hear me, right? You said to be an international citizen. So I'm going to ask you a question.
Can hear you now.
You know, so many countries have this different bans on cryptocurrencies. So can anyone trade from any country, irrespective of the ban on cryptocurrencies around the world? Can you trade from anywhere in the world?
I don't think there's any country that has banned trading cryptocurrency. What they have banned is allowing legacy institutions like banks within that particular geographical location to give services to cryptocurrency exchanges or people who trade in cryptocurrency. Example is Nigeria. Nigerians, you can't ban cryptocurrency. It's like if you say somebody banned cryptocurrency, that means it's like saying you banned me from playing a game, or you banned me from accessing my computer. It's not possible. What is possible is that you probably banned banks from offering me service or offering the central exchange service. That is possible. Now, because of that, I wanted to get that distinction so we understand that no country in this world can ban its citizens from trading cryptocurrency. It's not possible. You can probably ban a particular IP address of a central exchange from your people accessing it. But for example, Tony, if I have Bitcoin and I sell to you, Tony, I have one Bitcoin, I sell to you, and you give me Naira. Have we not traded cryptocurrency?
Of course we have. But how would one send money across each other if the banks have been taken out from the exchanges?
Okay, it's simple. Even if they block out totally P2P networks, let me even shock you. Before platforms started offering P2P services, years ago, we used to do P2P on WhatsApp platform. Now, simple. I open a platform, I open a platform. The platform is owned by me. You, Tony, you join. Nathaniel joins. Emmanuel joins. Philip joins. We are 5. Now, I go trade probably Bitcoin. I make extra 1 Bitcoin. I come back with my 1 Bitcoin. As I'm coming back with my 1 Bitcoin, I come to you on that platform. Oh, I put out an advert. 1 Bitcoin for sale. You, Tony, you now ask me on that platform, oh, how much rate? The rate is calculated in US dollar. I tell you, okay, 500. We settle 46,000. Now, me that I have the Bitcoin, I will hold my Bitcoin.
Yes.
I hold my Bitcoin. You that you are buying, you would send the Bitcoin to the owner of the admin. And the admin most times are people of integrity. They are big people that would trust that Even if you give them $1 million, they are not going anywhere. There is track record. Now we give that money, the naira, to the admin. He holds the naira. Now, once the admin gets confirmation that the naira is sitting in his account, not that you have sent him transfer alert or no, he checks his app. The naira is sitting in his account. The admin will tell me to transfer the 1 Bitcoin to Tony. So I will transfer the 1 Bitcoin to Tony. The moment I transfer the 1 Bitcoin to Tony, the admin will take off. We normally pay, depending, I think for some amount, we pay like 200 naira or 1,000 naira, depending on the amount, the volume. The admin will not send me the naira. There is no law against that. It's like me selling my house to you. There's no law. It's my property. Bitcoin is my property. The law is against legacy institutions, banking, banks, finance houses, offering services to people who do this. But as at that time, I just did a transaction with you. It can be your shoe I bought. There are shoes that they sell as much as $10,000 for one. If I bought your shoe $10,000 for one, and you send me money, and I give you the you get, and I send you money, give me the shoe. There's no law against it. So
there's actually no law against it if the transaction can hold, but then you need trust. I guess that's where OKEx and come in terms of building trust between the two people who are trading or who are exchanging cryptocurrency for cash.
So that is one of the things that we offer at OKEx. We offer the platform for that trust, the trustless transaction to take place on a P2P level. So that's one of the things we offer.
Okay, let me ask a question again. I keep hearing this, and it keeps flying around. People keep talking about airdrops. What is airdrops? If I have to speak in dialect, I would have done so. But what are airdrops? Can you explain airdrops?
Okay. I will use the language that people understand. Airdrop is simply free money that was given to you for performance of any particular task. Now, when Bitcoin started, I think Satoshi sent some money to, I've forgotten his name now. Let's use some particular projects that just came out recently, like we have OKB at OKT. Now, when OKB is our central token for the exchange, OKT is for the chain, the mainnet, like Ether is. Now, when it started, for you to get OKT, all you needed to do was to keep your OKB in a wallet. They will drop OKT for you free of charge, no buying. Now, that period, and you can't believe it, that OKT that was airdropped is $85 today.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. There are tokens that were airdropped that people made millions. Last year, Uniswap airdropped 400 token to one person. Because they made so much token, they now airdrop 400 token. That 400, as at that period they airdropped it, it was worth $1,200. By the exchange rate as at then, about $400, that is like I think that's like close to not up to 500, about 500 something, 600,000 then or so. Today, that airdrop is $12,000, because the reason is today, I think Uniswap, I don't know the price last year, about $30-something. Now imagine $30-something, $30. Let's say $30 times 400. How much is that?
That's a whole lot of money.
12,000. That's 12,000. That is about 6 million naira free.
But I need to ask sorry to cut you short. I need to ask something because you just mentioned, oh, they dropped it to somebody. Now, during airdrops, is it specific to one individual? Where do we line up for these airdrops so that we can know where to stretch our legs?
Let me explain it. When airdrops happen, like Uniswap, they airdropped that money to everybody who had interacted with their DEX. DEX means decentralized exchange. If you have bought, sold before a specific date on their DEX, they give you 400 Uniswaps, Uni. Now, if you have provided liquidity, you know, the entire nomenclature of this industry is decentralization. It means you can go from zero to billions in dollars in holding, not necessarily your money. Just because people trust you, people bring their assets and keep with you. Now, for people doing that, there are people who provided liquidity to Uniswap. Some of them got 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 unis. As thank you that you performed this for us. You gave us liquidity and you have traded here. Now, apart from that type, airdrops again could be, there are different types of different types. It can be some particular projects will tell you, do like these 5 tasks and get this. One is you join their group. Once you join their group, you follow them on Twitter, follow them on Medium, follow them on Instagram, follow them on different platforms. Once you follow them, they will ask you to copy your wallet address, paste on the there's a bot, either a bot or on their Twitter handle or this thing. Then they will now collect all those wallet addresses. Wallet addresses are like bank account numbers. They will paste it, they will collect them, put them together, and send you free tokens of that project. So that is another type of airdrop. There's another type of airdrop where they would ask you to come and explain some things. Maybe talk to some people about the project, or make a video about the project, or different tasks. But the moment you complete that task, you are giving a certain number of that token. Sometimes it might be 50, it might be 100, but as at that day, it might look useless. I have seen airdrop that is worth millions of dollars. Like this uni, some people got uni that today it is worth millions of dollars. The least uni somebody got today is worth about 6 million naira. And we have thousands of Nigerians who got Uniswap tokens just by interacting with Uniswap decentralized exchange.
Mr. Paul, you've been a great help. There's some certain things that were not clear before, even to me, but now they are more clearer there. So I'm going to hold you to something. We're going to have this conversation again, but in a brighter place where you probably share your screen to show us how those candles move and what to do next and what sort of way to trade so that we can make more profit. So the last question I'm going to ask you for today so that we can wrap this up totally is, if I need to start today and trade, if I need to start today and start buying cryptocurrencies, what is the minimum amount of money you would advise I would, go into the trade with?
Now, 3 things. One, first of all, get the knowledge. When you get the knowledge, you would now decide the knowledge of the industry, how to trade, the evolution of money. Very important. If you don't understand the evolution of money, you will not go far in this industry. You must understand the evolution of money, how money has transited from being traded by barter, from being commodity to what it is, from salt, from cowries to paper money, which is called fiat money, to card money, that is your ATM card, to transfer money, to what we are moving into digital currencies. cryptocurrencies. You must understand that transition. 2, once you understand that transition, you now ask yourself, if I enter this market with 50, it's like me going to buy, I don't know, I always like using tomatoes. If I go to buy tomatoes with 50 naira, if I go to buy tomatoes with 50 naira and I want to sell, and another person goes to buy tomatoes with 5,000, a third person goes to buy tomatoes with 500,000, who will make more profit? The person with 500,000. Because why? The person is risking more. Now, that's 2. 3 is, we always tell people, once you're getting knowledge, you're taught there, start with what you can afford to lose. The reason is this: my risk appetite and your risk appetite is not the same. Your risk appetite and probably Mr. Nathaniel's risk appetite is not the same. And if we choke, if we go to the top of, if you put it in an indicator and you go to the top, you're taking higher risk. The tendency for you to be afraid or be greedy is there, and you lose money whenever you are afraid in this industry. It can be a trade you're entering and the trade loses 10% or 20%, and because you're afraid, your risk appetite is low or high, or low, let me say low, and you want to quickly come out, and all of a sudden the moment you're out, the thing has gone to 2,000%. You start beating yourself that, why did I leave the trade? Is because you chose to start with what you could not afford to lose. Business, every business is a risk. Life itself is a risk. We have had people who finished building houses, and the government, because of one law or the other, just came overnight and demolished that building. Maybe for public overriding interest or whatever reason. Now, if that kind of person could not afford to lose that, he will die of heart attack. But I've seen people who their ships sunk. But when we talk about being afford to lose, does not mean you have it physically. No, it's a mind thing. I can probably afford to lose 100 million and sleep like a baby. Somebody can lose 200,000, and the whole village will round up and be finding him.
Yeah, of course.
Oga, wake up. You know. So trade your risk appetite per time. If your risk appetite is $50, start with $50. If your risk appetite is $100, start with $100. If you have the mind for 1 million, go in, but get the knowledge and trade what you can afford to lose. You can afford to lose $1 million, beautiful. If you can afford to lose $50 and you sleep, you are happy, you are dancing. No stories, but always know that what also you can afford to lose, the profit you're going to make will be commensurate with what you have started with, your capital.
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul. I hope you honor us again if we call you for another interview.
Anytime.
And you see, this time I told you this time, get ready, get your system ready, because this particular time you are going to show us all those candles as they move and all that. They're going to take us through OKEx, and I hope we have a lot of people coming on board to partner with you and also to trade on OKEx as an exchange. Thank you very much, sir. It was a pleasure having you and talking to you. We've been here for almost 2 hours, and the knowledge I have gotten myself, and I think people who are watching have gotten, is something that we cannot pay for. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So nice being on your show. Like I said, and I also want to reiterate, please, everyone who is on this program, try as much as possible to get the knowledge first. Once you get the knowledge first, then the knowledge is the most important thing. The moment you get the knowledge, you start your journey there. OKEx is there for you. You get the knowledge, start your journey, start with what you can afford to lose. Even if you don't want to trade, if you want to hedge your money, to the dollar. We have, you can put 1,000. There are places you can put even $10 and you are earning money on a daily basis in US dollars. There are many things, but don't forget, we don't deal with fiat money. We don't deal with naira. We don't even deal with US dollar as per US dollar. We deal with USDT. USDT is a cryptocurrency. We don't deal with fiat on our platform. All we deal with is cryptocurrencies. So you're free. You can, even if you don't want to trade, you can stake and earn. If you don't want to stake and earn, you can provide liquidity. You don't want to provide liquidity, you can become an international bureau of change, or you become a day trader, or become a long-term trader. So there are many things you can do. Thank you, Tony, once again, and God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much. See you next time. All right, viewers. We've heard from Mr. Paul, who obviously has entertained us and given us some few information. And we're going to bring him back to actually take us through some other steps and how to be comfortable on OKEx exchange, so that when we're trading or when we're buying anything or selling anything, we will be rest assured that we are not entirely losing out, but making some profit for ourselves. Like you heard him, he said, try and get information as much as you can. Educate yourself before you dive into trading. And once you do, be smart about it. You talked about the daily trading, where you can actually put in some money, get some cryptocurrencies, watch the market as they grow, and then you can leave when you feel it is profitable enough. Also, he said you can trade what you can afford to lose. He kept saying that, so let's not make mistakes about that as well. Trade what you can afford to lose, and that is a very big, should I say, very big advice, because a lot of people dive into it thinking that they can, become millionaires overnight. For me, I think you cannot really become millionaires overnight on this, and at the same time, you can actually be millionaires overnight. It depends you started with, or how much is it the minimum that you can actually use when you want to trade. What can you come into the market with? So it depends on what you come into the market with that will not boost you or reduce you. So let's look at it as what you invest is what is going to be your multiplier. So you can't just bring in a little bit money and think you're working with a lot of it. But if you are the big player and you tend to hold your cryptocurrency for a long time, very good. Then you can make a lot of money with that. Let's say bye-bye for now. Some of these things, you can follow me on my Instagram handle. It's flashing on the screen. I'll also put it in the description below. And again, look out for my videos as I will talk more on this, on how to actually trade this crypto that some of us are mining and also some of us have with us. So we're going to talk more on how to identify the profitable strategies that you can trade with. So they call it signals. So until then, I am going to leave you, and I usually say until the next video, keep mining. So I'm going to leave you until then.